Hello, I'm Maddie Harvey. This is a video tutorial to go with my Little Golden Moments shawl, and this one is going to show you how to make this little clam stitch here, which is a kind of a gathered stitch, and it's worked. There's a few rows of this in the shawl. So I have got a little sample here, and I have completed the first part of the pattern, so pattern A, which you can work from the chart or the written instructions, and I'm just finishing off the first row of the pattern B part. So I have to work these elongated stitches, which really just means that you are wrapping the yarn twice around the needle, so once and twice when you knit into them. So just wrap round twice, and then on the next row when we do the clam stitch we will let one of the loops go, so it just becomes a single stitch, and each of the clam stitches has got 5 of these elongated stitches in them. Okay, now I need to do my increase. So I've just worked a little bit along the wrong side row here, and I'll show you how to do this clam stitch now. So I've got 5 of the elongated stitches here, and they're separated by a yarn over here. That's what happens on the first time that you work the clam stitch. It's not like that every time, but in this case I've got a yarn over in between. So the first thing to do is move your yarn to the front, because you're going to be purling these elongated stitches together. And then what you want to do, you can work it without kind of pulling out this extra wrap, but I prefer to do that first. So if you slip the stitches across to the right hand needle, put your needle in as if you're purling, and just sort of pull them so that the double wrap becomes a single wrap, and then put them back across onto the left hand needle. Okay, so I'm going to purl them together, these 5. Okay, but because they're elongated, that makes it a wee bit easier. And then I need to make an elongated stitch again into those stitches. So I'm going to wrap my yarn around and pull that back up. Now to make it not too tight, just make sure you pull your right hand needle up a little bit, and then put your yarn to the back, and then you're going to knit the 5 together with an elongated stitch, pulling that needle up just to make a bit more space. Bring your yarn to the front, then you're going to purl them together with an elongated stitch, and then bring your yarn to the back and knit them together with an elongated stitch, and then lastly purl them together with an elongated stitch. So you do purl, knit, and purl, so you've done it 5 times, and then you take your left hand needle out. So you'll see you've got 5 elongated stitches again, which is what you started with. And when you come to those on the right hand side, on the next right side row, you will just knit into them as if they were one stitch, and then drop the extra wrap off, and that's what creates the nice clam stitch with the kind of top and bottom to it. You can see here you've got elongated stitches on the top and elongated stitches on the bottom.